Okay, this is like the eighth time I record this video. I'm really trying to crunch it down as much as I can. I don't want to make it too long. So with that being said, I want to talk about the event that's happening this weekend. Uh, I think it's called Sleep Out Oxnard or something like that. And before I get into it, I just want to start off by saying that I am not calling anybody out. This is not an attack on people. I'm not trying to imply that the people that are behind this event are bad people. So please don't take it like that. This event, as I'm going to explain to you, or as I'm going to talk to you about it, the way that it's being done is extremely problematic, and there are a lot of contradictions and issues with it, which is what I want to talk about. And it also kind of introduces this conversation of how often even people who mean well actually kind of also sometimes unintentionally do harm. So please, I know, first of all, I know some of the people that are behind this event, not personally. I know who they are. I know some of the people who are associated with the people who are behind this event. I don't think that any of these people are bad people. I think that they genuinely mean to do well and they mean to help. But the execution of this plan is just, you'll see. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Sleep Out Ventura County, or I think it's called Sleep Out Oxnard, the actual event. It's this right here. So let me go back and show you how I was first introduced to this because, oh, a little like kind of background on why I'm making this video. So I knew about this since kind of March because it came up on my Instagram feed and stuff like that. And I looked at the flyer and I was just like, okay. But I haven't said anything just because I know, again, like I said, I know some of the people, not personally, but I know of the people who are making the event, and I know some of the people who are associated with the people who are making the events. And I just feel like these people are not going to listen to these perspectives. They are just going to respond because they feel attacked or like I'm attacking them as people, which I'm not. I'm just highlighting contradictions. Anyway, so I wasn't going to say anything, but over the past week, several people have actually DM'd me about this event because I think they're really starting to promote it because it's happening this Saturday. And I've had several people send me the flyer and just kind of be like, hey, what is up with this? And I thought that it would be nice to have this conversation on an open space, I guess, where more people can engage with this conversation. So, this is how I first saw the event being promoted. This post from March. And I'm just going to read to you what it says, right? This is what I read. So, Sleep Out Oxnard, this is how it's being promoted as to help the homeless. And it says the details, they're going to be at the Oxnard High School. So this is what it says about the event. Sleep Out Oxnard is a 24-hour event held with outdoor sleeping accommodations to mimic the struggles of our unhoused population. What an opening sentence. Wow. When I first read that, I was flabbergasted. I already had issues just by that first sentence, okay? But, let's keep going. I'll just read the whole thing for you. This team-based event includes fundraising, opportunity. Oh, I don't know if that was a typo or I just read it wrong. Fun activities and entertainment, all with the intention of educating our participants about the issues facing the homeless and bringing awareness to possible solutions for this growing crisis. Okay, I'm not mad at that. That sounds great. Join our community efforts to implement a permanent funding solution for the unhoused of Oxnard. Together, we can fight back against the direct causes of homelessness, such as scarcity of affordable housing. Okay, I'm not going to read this part because in one of the other videos, I actually read this part and I went off on a tangent about how there are certain things here that are being mentioned as being direct causes of homelessness that I actually don't believe are direct causes of homelessness. I believe some of these can be caused by homelessness, or homelessness can maybe make them worse. The only truly direct cause of homelessness that I see listed here that I would agree with is scarcity of affordable housing. I actually would agree that that is an actual direct cause. But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it because we have a lot to cover, okay? So I was confused, maybe, as some of you are, but like I said, that first sentence really, I was just like, what do they mean? It's an outdoor event with outdoor sleeping accommodations to mimic the struggles of our unhoused. What does that mean? So let me show you an updated flyer. I think this is when they were barely putting it together. So this is the updated flyer. This is what it is. So this Saturday from 10 a.m., this event is going to start and it's going to last until Sunday at 10 a.m. So it's a whole day, literally 24-hour event where it's going to be taking place in Oxnard High School. Essentially, this event is going to be people spending the day and the night outside, like it says in the other thing, to mimic the conditions that homeless people live in, to raise awareness and fundraise. So it says stand in solidarity with our unhoused populations and Sleep Out Oxnard to raise awareness and funds to assist with the needs of the unhoused community of Oxnard. So they want to do this event essentially where they are going to have people sleeping outside so that they know what it feels like to be homeless. I guess that's what the intention is. Except that they have all these things: kids zone, vendors market, live entertainment, music, food, camping accommodations. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a festival. It doesn't quite sound like the people who attend this event are actually going to understand what it feels like to be homeless and be sleeping out in the street. Because you're going to have food, first of all, you're going to have camping accommodations. It's when I first understood the concept that these people are essentially, and this is how someone described it, someone that I was talking to actually this morning, described it as a cosplay. You're cosplaying as a homeless person. You're playing pretend, basically, but not really because you have all of these resources. So there's something, and this is what I spoke about with all of these people that, I mean, with the people that brought it up in my DMs, there's something so not right about this. I don't think it's right. I think it's very, it's very much, it misses the mark. Okay, it's very much, and this is where I truly don't want people to take anything personal. I'm not saying I don't want to say anything bad about these people, but Honestly, I'm sorry, but it seems very self-serving. It seems very much like I just don't understand. I don't understand. It seems very voyeuristic in a way. That's what I told one of the people that I was speaking to. It seems very like cosplaying, like playing pretend. I mean, don't say that you're going to mimic the struggles of homeless people and you're going to have live entertainment and vendors. You're going to have camping accommodations. You're not mimicking anything. You're camping outside and you're having a festival, which is fine. If that's how you're going to fundraise and raise money to help homeless people, yeah, that's fine. I just don't understand why it's being promoted as an event that's going to raise awareness because it's showing people how homeless people live. No, it's not. It's not. Sleeping outside one day in your sleeping bag after you just ate a nice meal and you listen to some nice food. I mean, listen to some nice music. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about food. You listen to some nice music. That's that's not showing you anything, any of the struggles that homeless people face. It's not. Please don't pretend that it is. Please don't pretend that this is what this event is doing because it's not. And we haven't even touched upon all the other things. We haven't touched upon the fact, first of all, there's an ongoing pandemic. Now we also have to worry about monkeypox, which is a very real thing. It has already been detected substantially in LA County. So that means that it's probably on its way to Ventura County or already here. I don't see anything about wearing masks, keeping each other safe, making sure that you don't attend if you're feeling sick. I don't see anything about disability accommodations. Like, I don't, nothing of that is being addressed. Secondly, if you take a look at the sponsors, why is one of the sponsors a police department? You mean to tell me that the people that are doing this event are allowing a police department to be a sponsor for an event that's supposed to help homeless people? You mean that you're allowing the people who are sent to harass and the people who enforce these laws that criminalize homeless people, you're allowing them to sponsor your event that's supposed to help homeless people? And no one thought that maybe that was a contradiction? You mean the people who are in charge of displacing homeless people when they do sweeps of encampments? Those people are going to be one of the sponsors for this event? And another thing, I see no mention of homeless people being present in the event. Because, like I was telling one of the people that I was talking to, this whole thing is weird. This whole thing is weird. It's problematic. It's playing pretend. But, but if they had added this element of, okay, well, they're going to invite homeless people to this event so that maybe housed people and homeless people can share space and interact with each other and foster this solidarity between housed and homeless people, unhoused people, maybe that would be a good thing. I mean, it would still be kind of weird, to be honest. I don't know. But at least you would be including the community that you're saying that you're helping. But I see no mention of that. I can almost guarantee you that there will be zero homeless people there. Zero homeless people were probably invited. I don't even think they know that this is happening. And I can definitely almost assure you that when they say that they're raising funds to assist with the needs, I can almost assure you that none of these people even spoke or took the time to speak to a homeless person and ask them what they needed. Or maybe they did. Maybe they did. Maybe that's something that they actually did. Maybe they have a list. Maybe they spoke to homeless people and they said, hey, what do you need? Okay, you need all of this. We're going to do this event to raise money to give you what you need. Which brings me to another point. There is no mention where this money is going, who is going to be having this money, and what exactly the money is going to be used for. The other thing that I don't really understand is that this is the event, right? This is the fundraiser. So this event is being promoted as an event to raise awareness and raise funds. So this is a fundraiser, right? Correct? They have been doing other fundraisers, other events to fundraise for the fundraiser. So they have been doing events to get money for this event. Because why? Because I'm sure that all these other fundraisers that they're doing to fundraise the fundraiser, all of that money is going into paying the live entertainment, paying for the food, and paying for the camping accommodations. So all of this time from March 14th until August 1st, or July, the end of July, March, April, May, June, July, 4 months, they have been fundraising, raising money to do this event so that they can pay for food and music and camping accommodations for people who have the resources, the means, and the money to buy these things. Instead of doing these fundraisers so that they can raise money for food, music, camping accommodations for the actual homeless people that will absolutely not be present at this event. So all of these other, is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I feel like maybe I'm just not understanding it because I don't see the logic of doing these other doing these other fundraisers to fundraise for the fundraiser so that you can pay for camping accommodations for people who have the means and the money to buy them instead of actually using all of that money already to help the homeless people directly. I really don't get it. I don't understand anything about this event. I don't understand how there was a group of people who put this together and didn't think about these contradictions and these issues when in the last week I've had a handful of people in my DMs pointing everything out, pointing all of these things out. But from March until August, the people who are doing this event didn't think about any of this at all. And in 1 week, I've had a handful of people point all of this out. Again, I'm not trying. Listen, and that's why I'm not saying names because I know names. I know names of people who are doing this event. I know their names. I know their Instagram pages. I know their social media. I'm not because I'm not actually truly calling them out. It's just this whole thing. It's this whole thing that I just don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand the purpose of it. I don't understand why it was planned this way. I don't understand why people would think that it's okay to play pretend, to act, to play like you're homeless for a day, but not really because people are giving you like sleeping bags and food and stuff. I don't understand how it makes sense to have a police department sponsor this event when they are some of the people that are actively directly harming homeless people. I don't understand how it makes sense to have so many fundraisers to fundraise for the fundraiser so that you can buy resources and accommodations for people who have the means to get these things already instead of using that money to already be helping homeless people directly and buying camping accommodations for them, buying food for them. I don't understand how you are having this event where you're not even inviting or mentioning directly the people that you're supposed to be helping. It's just I don't understand any of it. And I listen, I've said it so many times in this video, but I've said it I'll say it again because I just really want people to understand. I just hope that people can hear what I'm saying and hear it from this point of view of okay, look at this objectively and critically instead of oh, she's talking all this mess about my friend or about these people that I know and they're doing this. Because I feel like if some people are hearing this and if it was made from other people that they have no connection to, I know that you would at least one of the points that I brought up, you would be like, hey, you know what? She kind of has a point. Like, can we remove like I really want and if people do see this that put this on or you actually personally know the people that are putting it on, I really hope that you can remove yourself and your however you are tied into this and actually take a look at it critically from an outside perspective and understand that this is not doing what you think it's doing. It's not. It's there are so many other better direct ways of helping. Like for example, all of these little events where again, I'm not gonna name names. I know some of the people that have been doing these fundraisers. I looked at their pages, I looked at their social media, I looked at their Instagram profiles. They have been posting saying that they have already fundraised a couple of thousands of dollars from all of these other events that they've done. Like they have a couple of $1,000 for this event, I guess, already. I'm not going to show it because I'm not going to show the people's personal social media, but I've seen it. My question is, why can't you just already use that money to instead of LARPing, instead of playing pretend, instead of cosplaying, you can use those thousands of dollars that you've already raised to do all of this, especially this food and this camping accommodations directly to homeless people? Why can't you already use that money to provide homeless people that already? You don't need to do all of this. This who is this really for? Who is it really for? Again, I really hope that people listen to it critically and with an open mind and remove themselves if you are directly attached to this project and you really think about it. Like, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying that these people are bad people. I'm just saying, hey, can we kind of can we kind of think about things a little bit a little through a little bit better next time so that maybe we don't have all of these contradictions so that we can learn and be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, we should do it like this instead, right? Um, that's it because it's just the police department being a sponsor. Why? Why are you fundraising for a fundraiser? Why do you already have thousands of dollars raised and you can already be using that money to directly help homeless people? Why? Why is there no mention of the pandemic? Of is there even disability access for folks? Are there going to be homeless people present? Well, like why? I just I don't this is not it. It's not. I'm sorry. It just isn't. I don't want to make this video too long. I could. I've already made like an hour-long video and then like a 30-minute video talking about it, but I mean, if anybody wants to have good faith-based conversations on this, we can. Um, but please, like, I mean, March, April, May, June, July, and none of these people thought about these things that in 1 week I've had like 4 or 5 people already in my DMs like saying, "Hey, what about this? Hey, this doesn't make sense. Hey, what about this?" Um, Next time maybe a little community input like, "Hey, we're thinking about doing this. Does anybody have any ideas?" Maybe that might be a little bit better for next time. But thanks for watching.